this is what we need.
Eventually, people are going to find out that you're Superman.
Yeah, but the glasses.
Hey, loser. You're a loser.
He's not a man. He's an it with a cocky grin and a stupid outfit.
69.
Who's that guy you were seeing?
He's strange.
Stop. Sit.
Oh, I like strange.
Now, where the hell has this been?
Wow.
That's the movie I would want to see.
Asians are not white adjacent because we get the better trailers.
You get all the better trailers, dude.
But okay,
You're not afraid of sex appeal either.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this? I think, are they listening to anything we're saying? Because I really feel like it's toned down on the side quests and the
Who's
goofiness.
editing?
It's only focused on Superman. It's him doing cool shit, sexy women. It's fun with the whole glasses comment. I'm liking the way as we and when the more we're hearing about FF, we're gonna do a special show on that on Wednesday. It's that one could be worse than we think.
I think they should have started with these teasers. I guess they're teasers.
Whoever the new
it
editor
feels
is,
like
they
the
brought
new
in.
marketing team has arrived.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just
It's like a
saying,
different marketing team took over and said, "Hey,
the white people ruin everything." That's all I can say.
you can see."
I think it's the marketing team that finally started. I mean, we haven't had much of any for the last few months compared to some of the other films that are coming out this summer. So here's the first time we're actually seeing some real charming aspects of the film, which would have been nice to see this, when they did the initial tease.
David's
also
performance
there's
is
hot
Superman.
girls.
Mm-hmm.
You see Kat Grant, you see the other girl that's taking a selfie in Daily Planet of Superman or whatever.
Tessmacher.
Miss Tessmacher, right?
Yeah.
So we're like afraid to do that. We
I
can't
love it.
lean into that.
I almost think that what we've gotten before wasn't anything to do with the marketing team. That was just all James Gunn dropping shit. I think the marketing team now has taken over.
Yes.
And that's why we're seeing better things.
Yes, Dante. It really felt like James Gunn was doing the marketing for Superman. He was running it like it's his own personal social media.
Here's my dog. Here's my dog watching the trailer.
Right. Now the marketing team is like, okay, we got to push this. And just to see attractive women, that is, you think Marvel would have any women looking like that in anything that Marvel makes at
Today?
all? Yeah.
Not today.
Not today. That's my point.
So you know what? It shows the country is healing, right? Like we're getting sexy back. So something good is happening, obviously.
At Warner Brothers, we are.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Well, I don't expect sexy from Disney.
I mean,
But
how does Silver Surfer not have nipples? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Just like a hood ornament.
Batman has nipples. When
Well,
Joel
do we know if she's
Schumacher was
naked
running
underneath the silver, or does she have a bikini on? Like, we don't really know.
No, but silver's
right?
not a suit; it's her skin. You gotta
Dante
have.
wants to know how she poops, and frankly, so do I.
Oh, God.
Everyone does it.
Is it
Just hold
silver?
it in.
Oh my God. Well, look, if Superman ends up being the biggest superhero movie, if it breaks $1 billion, how does that change Marvel? Does Marvel look at what he did was like, fuck, because I'm going to show you some video later that's old. You're going to see kind of the roots of where a lot of this nonsense comes from. The HR department having a say in how movies are made and certain things that can and can't happen. That's later, but it really seems obvious he's doing everything Marvel did not let him do. Now, I do think Gunn's under a little restraint, right, on the humor side. But I don't know. Does it change Marvel at all? They've got time to change.
Dude, they're making Vanessa Kirby look bad. I don't understand how any established actor in Hollywood works with Disney anymore. I really don't, because I love Vanessa Kirby. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's a great actress, and I feel like she's being put in a bad light just doing this movie right now.
The more I see a Fantastic Four, the more I actively don't want to see it. Meanwhile, the more I see a Superman, the more I'm sort of getting hyped for it.
I haven't bought FF tickets yet. I don't get. They're plentiful. I'll get them when it comes out. I'll see it. Whatever.
Well, we'll be at Comic-Con when the movie.
Yes, so I won't be
that's
getting
right.
tickets.
Jesus Christ.
But I will be getting Superman tickets either tomorrow night or Wednesday.
By the way, Chris, what would Marvel do though? Because it's already going to be, it's delayed, right? It's already the Russo brothers. They're already doing their thing. So you think they would like just add in hotter chicks? Look, they did the
I
thing.
don't know.
Costumes.
It's a test for Feige. Can he push back against the system, the infrastructure in Disney? And we've talked about this. Can you do something without their HR department being involved? I mean, in a sense, they and I'm told this that Feige was given no choice. Silver Surfer had to be a woman. That was like that's it. It came from above Feige. But if Superman is a success, will that change Marvel? Because
who's above Feige? The board?
What's that?
Who's above Feige in regards to control of Marvel and its direction? Bob and the board, correct?
There you go. Yeah. The people that give you the money to make the movies.
To answer your question, Chris, I'm going to say yes. If Superman is great and it takes over, Marvel has to compete. Otherwise, they're going to get washed out. They're going to get completely dominated because DC's got a 10-year slate. Everybody's getting pumped up. This is the first film in that 10-year, slate of films that James Gunn is about to bring out, especially if they have a good showing at Comic-Con backing up Superman. And on the same weekend that Fantastic Four drops, they could literally take over the entire comic book movie.
Right.
Genre.
Yeah. Remember when it was the other way around?
If Lanterns and Supergirl aren't horrible.
That's my point.
Yes. Peacemaker's coming up right after that. You got they have a chance to gain some real momentum and just completely wipe the floor with Marvel. The way Marvel wiped the floor with DC back in the earlier, in the 20, teens. So if they're smart, they'll dominate at Comic-Con. This movie hopefully is good. They'll bend that into Peacemaker. Peacemaker hopefully is good, and then they'll just ride that wave of positive momentum. But
Gunn gets all the credit, good or bad.
Have to adjust. They will absolutely have to adjust.
Well, I'm just glad that Gunn is not really a part of the marketing anymore.
God.
He's kind of like dialed back Gunn.
Yeah, but to his point, look at what happens with Marvel, where we can blame a billion different people. We can blame Feige and Bob and the board and all these different minions. With DC, there's one person to blame, and he's been very clear about it. James Gunn. He's the one in charge.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Frank Grillo said?
No.
About James Gunn?
No. What'd he say?
Yeah, basically he said, when it comes to James Gunn, he's all about the script. When you get the script, he got the script for Creature Commandos. Not a word changed from the time that he got the script till the time they shot it. When he got the script for Superman, not a word changed from the time he got the script to the time he got it. When he got the script for Peacemaker, not a word changed. Everything was in line. When it's Marvel, it's helter-skelter. You're trying to figure out what they're doing because they only come in with half a script. They don't have the full, complete package. And he says it's so much better to work with James Gunn than it is to work with Kevin Feige. That's a quote from quote from him. He said that. So Frank Grillo, who's worked in both Marvel and DC, obviously has some insight into that. I thought that was a very interesting quote from him.